realize that the Nuggets aren't the Lakers, right?
You picked them last time.
No, I'm just saying, you realize that, right? Okay, as long as you realize that, we're going to be okay. How you doing today, Skip?
I'm doing great.
I wasn't going to bring up the bet. Unfortunately, Shannon, you weren't
I'll get it back tonight.
there.
Oh.
I'll get it back tonight.
You weren't even close. All right, let's break down everything that we saw last night. The Clippers have taken a commanding 3-1 series lead over the Nuggets, thanks in part to Kawhi's game-high 30 points. It's the 6th time Kawhi has scored 30 or more already this postseason. Jokic, 26 for Denver, but Jamal Murray only had 18, and the Nuggets were held to just 85 points. And after the game, Kawhi said they still have work to do this series. So, Shannon, did the Clippers show last night that they are actually better than the Lakers?
No, they didn't show that. They just they came out really aggressive, Skip, and I really thought the first quarter kind of doomed the Nuggets. Even though they fought their way back into the ball game, they're still missing a lot of shots, a lot of easy shots. Yeah, the Nuggets make it hard. I'm not the Nuggets. The Clippers make it hard on you because, Paul George is on the wing. You got Pat Bev running around, and you got Kawhi is playing well. But I just thought the Nuggets, Skip, they just can't seem to find a rhythm for extended stretches. They'll get hot. You score 12 points, and then the second quarter, they get hot, and then they go cold again. No one shot the ball well, the Nuggets or the Clippers. The Clippers was 42% from the floor. The Nuggets was 40%. The Clippers was awful from the three-point line, a little 29%, Skip. The Nuggets weren't much better at 33%. And that's why you see the score. The score was indicative of that, 96-85. But I think the thing is that Michael Porter Jr. touched on it last night, Skip. He's a guy that's a third scoring option. And he had it going in the first half, and then he comes out in the second half, and he only gets 2 shots. And he's like, yeah, we run the offense through Yoke, and Murray, gets a lot of touches. Skip, if you look at the Nuggets offense, it's a lot of dribble handoff. It's Yoke playing out of the post. He dribbled the ball, hands it off to Murray. Murray tries to make something. And so they're getting the lion's share of the shot. And they need to say, you're not going to beat them. Doc Rivers and that staff are too good to let 2 guys. You're going to have to get a third scoring option. And I thought last night Michael Porter Jr. was playing really, really well. And we touched on it yesterday. He's going to have to be a viable scoring option. Defense still needs to be a lot to be desired, but I think that Skip is back. And so we still don't know how well he's able to work out like he really wants to. But for me, Skip, look, we know what Kawhi is. He's a Finals MVP twice over for a reason. He's a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, although I don't believe he's still of that caliber. He's still a very, very good defender. But as a team, they got so many different options. Trez is starting to round back into shape. Lou Will is starting to look like Lou Will of old. So for me, Skip, look, they won the ball game. They had, 5, 6 guys in double figures. But I don't know if it's all that to do with maybe the moment of the Nuggets being in this situation because they came from 3-1 down. Maybe it's the moment. But I wasn't overly impressed. I was impressed with Kawhi. Still didn't shoot 50% from the floor. My guy shooting 58% from the floor in the playoff. But that's neither here nor there. That's not to...
I didn't get that stat.
Hold on.
I got your guy in the playoffs 48% from the floor.
Oh, go.
Yeah. No, the phony goat.
No, don't do that.
48.
Don't
I got it right here.
Well, it's not true.
I got Kawhi 52% from the floor in the playoffs and LeBron 48%.
But anyway, Skip, Skip, we're not going to do this now. We're not talking about LeBron. LeBron is...
We're about to. Somebody's about to. There's somebody on this side of the table.
Kawhi did a little bit of everything yesterday. Rebound, score, facilitate, play defense, one of them kind of blocks that you don't like. The most sneaky kind up from behind. You don't like those kind of blocks, right, Skip?
I don't.
Okay. I was just saying. But, Skip, look, it's the Nuggets. And give the Clippers credit. They won the ball game. But I don't know if they think that the way they played against Utah was going to get it done against the Clips, because it won't. You're going to have to move the ball, and you're going to have to trust other people. Gary Harris Jr. was in foul trouble last night. But, Skip, they got nothing. Jeremy Grant didn't give him anything. Paul Millsap didn't give him anything. And I don't know with 2 guys you're going to be able to beat the Clippers unless you got our 2 guys.
So, are you sure you're not starting to get a little queasy over there about how good the Clippers are starting to round into form?
Skip, they're scoring 96 points.
Yeah.
96.
Wait a second. What did the other team score?
85.
85 points for the explosive Denver Nuggets? Are you kidding me?
Oh, my.
Are you kidding me? Do you realize that 85 was a season low for the Nuggets in the regular season?
Yeah, we do that. We do that. Have you seen what we've been doing to the Rockets? Have you? So let me ask you a question. Who do you think is more explosive, the Rockets or the Nuggets?
I'd say that's about a coin toss right there.
Really, Skip?
Did you see what Jamal Murray did to Utah? Formerly a really good defensive team and had its moments in that series.
Okay, I give you Jamal Murray. I give you James Harden. Who you want?
I'll take James Harden.
I bet you would.
But Jokic is
good.
Best offensive big man there is.
He is.
Right?
And what about Russ?
Okay, you taking Gobert or Jokic? I think right? Okay.
Gobert gone. Gobert is gone.
My turn?
Yes, your turn.
Thank you. What you saw last night should horrify you because that team is just better than your team. That team is mentally and physically tougher on the defensive side of the ball. That team, when it decides to, can absolutely suffocate anybody, including LeBron and AD and company.
Really, Skip?
When they decide, did you see what they did in the first quarter? I knew they were going to do this because it's all about them watching the Lakers. The Lakers managed to survive thanks to Rondo. Right. Their game 3, they're up 2-1. Mm-hmm. And the Clippers, starting with Kawhi Leonard, said, watch this Lakers. Mm-hmm. And they came out in the first quarter. Do you see what the Nuggets scored in the first quarter?
Yes,
they scored a grand total of 12 points. Their season low in a first quarter.
Yeah, that doomed them.
I was just like, what? It was absolute annihilation, suffocation on defense. Kawhi, Paul George, everybody else just saying, no, you can't do this tonight. We're going to take you away. We're going to get up into you, Jamal Murray, like you've never been gotten up into. We're going to fight through the picks. It's going to be all pick and roll, you and Jokic, and you're going to not be able to find a crack anywhere. And they're like, what? And they're trying to throw it around the perimeter, and shot clock violations are going off. They had 3 of those last night.
They did.
So you start with the defensive end, but I want everybody to also focus on this. In these playoffs so far, the #1 scoring team in the playoffs is that team you saw last night, not the night before. The Clippers are #1 in scoring and #1 in field goal percentage as a team. Mm-hmm. Now, the Lakers are close. They're number 2 in score. They're second in both, actually. Okay? But I'm just saying.